My criteria back then, I used to have a terrible color struck. I used to be color struck. Bad, man. I love some dark skinned girls, dog.
Yeah.
My very first girlfriend in 5th grade who broke my heart was my, you know, so if story time in fifth grade, I kissed my first girl in 2nd grade. She slapped me, and I had my first girlfriend. Her name was, and I hope you hear this. Her name was Camara Bailey, right? I never forget the name, Camara Bailey, dark skinned chick. And we were boyfriend and girlfriend. 2 crazy things happened. So the first thing was, you know, back in the days when you go, I went on a date in 5th grade. My mom was going to take me to McDonald's. I remember the McDonald's on 27th Avenue and 183rd. Remember that?
Yep.
So we went to that McDonald's. Her and her parents took her to the McDonald's on 441 and 199th. So I show up to the date and I'm like, oh my God, the first girl ever stood me up. But we both, mind you, we don't have cell phones, right? So all my young viewers, if you went to the wrong place, you were asked out. You just missed that day. Your day was over with. You couldn't call this person. You couldn't do anything. You just lost.
Bro, we operated so differently. People don't get it.
I'm gonna be honest. And even with me, I've been brainwashed. I can't even think about how I operated back then without cell phones. So my phone is in my hand and in my face so much.
Yep.
I can't even imagine that you had to call people on the telephone. And if you missed them, my nigga, you missed them. It was over. We used to go to the youth fair and write numbers on pieces of paper and take the motherfucker home. Man, come on, man.
Yep.
But yeah, so anyway, back to the Camara Bailey story. So that was a debacle. And then eventually, this is when I started hating light-skinned niggas. So we used to go, because I went to Norwood Elementary and they had portables outside. That's where our one of our classes were, or something like that. I feel like it was art or something silly. And we went into art class and this light-skinned nigga kissed my girlfriend on the cheek, man. And she ain't do nothing and I ain't do nothing neither, man. I said, God damn. I hated light-skinned niggas from that day forward, dog. Hated them.
Let me tell you, I was the same way. I had that dark skin thing going for a minute, man. I used to love me some dark skin. Don't get me wrong, I still do. I still do.
Yeah, just clear it up.
Down in dark skin ladies, I'm sorry, something wrong with y'all. I love even though my girlfriend now is not dark skin, and I love her to death. But let's admit, dark skinned women are winning too. So don't pick y'all.
Oh yeah. We don't discriminate. We was just struck. We was lost. Now we're found. We date all colors of the rainbow now. That's just fine. But yeah, man. So you think that women don't necessarily know? Okay, a question. Here's a question. 2 things. Do you think that women just don't know what a man wants, or they know what a man wants and don't care? Or just let me rephrase it. They don't care what a man wants. Either way, whether they know it or not, it doesn't matter.
To me, that part gets touchy because I think if you initially ask a lot of women, you would get a different answer from when they actually feeling that dude. Because and I know, a woman will sit here and say this and say that, but it's always that one dude. When she falls for him, she will do anything for him when she falls for him.
That's right.
But you could have asked her prior to that relationship certain questions, and she'll be like, nah, I wouldn't do that, bother. So, when it gets kind of touchy when you talk to that, but initially, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think women know what men want in a wife. Because, a lot of times I'm going to just reference somebody who was on your show. Okay. You asked that question, and she actually said she didn't know.
And that's fair.
She wanted to be married, and she also said she was marriage material. How can you be both?
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't be both. And a lot of times, women don't give us the opportunity. There was a post that I saw the other day, and it was a post of a mom beating a little boy, telling him, "Men don't cry, stop crying." And on the other side, it was him in a relationship, and it said it was his girlfriend talking to him. "Why are you emotionally unattached? You act like you don't show no emotion."
That's a good one. I like that.
You know what I mean? And it's because we not trained or we don't grow up being allowed to show emotion. The minute we show emotion or show any type of shaking the armor, we're weak. We're soft. We're this and that. And because of that, we bottle up a lot of stuff. And then when we bottle up a lot of stuff, it goes back to what I said in the beginning. We end up being damaged, and I don't think we always know that we're damaged. So then we get into a relationship not knowing that we're damaged, because I agree with you. You shouldn't get into a relationship when you're damaged. No. But if you don't know that you're damaged, then a lot of times you allow yourself to get in certain situations that are hard to get out of.